Yo, how's it going, everyone? It is that time once again. We are back for the Dokkan early stream on a Monday morning, start of a brand new week. How's everyone doing today? Go ahead and get our dailies out of the way here. Yeah, how's everyone doing? Shout out to Little Blue. We got Fresh Smoker, Massive G, Drace. How's everyone on this fine Monday? Fresh Smoker, good morning in the morning. How's it going? Massive G, today's your birthday. Hey, happy birthday, Massive G. Let's get some happy birthdays in the chat for Massive G. But yeah, I'm doing good. Still early in the morning for me. Got up, got the stream ready, got myself a cup of tea. All good. Hey, level 10 link for Shin. Love to see that. It's 3 AM for me, damn. So just a bit early then. This guy got a level 10 link just before as well. So he's got 2 left. He's got 1. Still got a ways to go. All right. Hey, Blazer Dragon, how's it going? About to go to sleep soon. Yeah, fair. I'm doing pretty good. Like I say, it's quite early for me. When it comes to the early stream, I've usually only been awake for about, well, probably even less than an hour before the stream starts. So, just chilling. Should look into Dolon Sparking. Last week. Yeah, I do need to look into a different private server that like actually gets updated straight away. $55 minutes to getting Battlefield. Wait, is Battlefield today? Is it called Dolon Sparking, or was that a was that an autocorrect of Dokkan? Battlefielders today, lasts until the 16th. Special one for the countdown on part 1. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I've got too many stupid these Gregory medals. I need to get rid of some of them. I'm so glad they got rid of all of those extra like things in the menu. Just get rid of a bunch of those now, and I can always get rid of some more later. So I like having medals and stupid stuff stuck in my gift box. Dokkan sparking, send you the Discord link. You can put it in the Discord. Get the Dokkan news page up as well, just in case you get anything. Because yeah, this week it's like outside of the take down the gendarmerie stage 2 thing that comes out tomorrow, and obviously there's Battlefield today, and then that's it. Like, so we need more information. We need more stuff like this week. Otherwise, there's just going to be nothing. Can't you? Have you got your thing set to the data thing? Have you got your thing set to like only download like the specific files thing? Because isn't that like the size saving thing they've put in so far?
All right, let's do this.
Will UI be back? Yeah, all the 4 main anniversary characters will be on the GDC banners. So Daima Goku and the Super Saiyan 4s will be on the Dokkan Fest banner. Well, it's a Daima Goku will be on the Part 1 Dokkan Fest banner. Daima Vegeta will be on the Part 1 Carnival banner. But yeah, the anniversary units return the GDC. The GDC last year characters should be on there as well. Which is honestly not a bad thing. I still need dupes for like all of the last year's GDC characters. Oh, hello. We got a God Orb for super physical. Oh, it's crit and attack though. Typical. AGL God Goku intro.
All right, let's do this.
I do have it, but still nearly full. Damn. Yeah, Omega will be like the previous year's GDC characters and the anniversary characters should all be on the GDC banners. There'll be some pretty good banners. I mean, that's one of the reasons why we always say, like, as content creators and stuff, to like save for the big celebrations, because the banners are like stacked, because it's just anniversary and GDC characters on the banners. Oh, another gold skill orb. Oh no, it was a bronze. It looked like it was gold from the thing. That'd be too much to ask to get 2 golds like back to back.
All right, let's do this.
Should be more content on the 6th, so the 4th is when we get more news. Yeah, because tomorrow is when we get the gendarmerie event thing. So I guess there could be a could be a thing of like upcoming content as well, potentially. Hopefully. Well, the main units for GDC this August. Well, that is the big question. Because obviously, as it stands currently, nobody knows.
All right, let's do this.
Made the video yesterday talking about the 6LR theory and people talking about it being all 3 arcs of Z. Which definitely is a possibility. I don't particularly like that option because we talked about it on the podcast. I'm not the biggest fan of there being 6 LRs, but a 6LR, I think a 6LR celebration can be done well, but they just didn't do a great job with the anniversary. Hey, take it easy, Blazer Dragon. Thanks for swinging by. Dokkan prove that we can't handle 6 LRs. That's the thing. The whole point is that they can learn from that and do it better the next time. Yeah, I think after how the last like 6 LR celebration attempt went, they can take the feedback and stuff from that and then do a better job of it the next time, if that is something that they want to do again. Because obviously we still don't necessarily know or even really have any sort of real idea or confirmation or anything. People are just speculating because they think a celebration with all the sagas of Dragon Ball Z would be good, but yeah, there'd be a couple of mitigating factors. Like, there's one of the things I said on the podcast when we talked about it, because Minato wants there to be 6 LRs because it's more hype. But like the anniversary, I feel like kind of got away with having 6 LRs a little bit more because of the whole Purunga wish thing, where we got one of them for free. That's the thing. If there's going to be 6 LRs, like giving one of them away for free is like a good way to kind of make it a little bit easier for people to get those units, or at least one of the units. Oh, I got a extreme STR. Again, it's just crit and attack though. Why do I keep getting the like god level skill orbs that are crit? We don't want crit. Damn it. I haven't really listened to the AGL God Goku OST properly before. It's pretty decent.
All right, let's do this.
Also, I think people are thinking of it more as like, because obviously before it was like 2 new LRs on one banner. But the theory that I've seen of people like having it separated into like 3 parts is there would technically be 6 banners as well, which again, like I say, if they made a way to make it easier, like obviously the celebration would give out more stones as well. If they included in the whole thing like a way to just to make it easier to get the LRs because there are multiple of them, or more of them than usual. Super AGL level 10 defense is pretty good.
All right, let's do this.
Just make 4 fire LRs, people will be happy. Well, that's the thing. A lot of people do care more about the animations because a lot of people only really play the game and like summon for the characters for the animations. Why do I keep getting crit? Why is everything crit? Super int level 7 crit. Crit is like the worst thing in the hidden potential.
Right, let's do this.
Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people don't use the skip animation thing. A lot of people, as I say, a lot of people only play the game for the animations. And they just happily play older events that aren't difficult, just so they can see the animations of the characters that they like. So that's the thing. There are a lot of people that just play for the animations. The animations are important as well. You don't want to be like, especially if you're a spending player, like you want the units to be good, but you don't want to be spending money on a character that has like mid animations. Hey Chewy, Christopher, how's it going? I'm conflicted because I really like the idea of GDC going through Z right before Super starts airing again, but I'm not particularly fond of the 6LR concept. I agree. I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't want there to be 6 LRs, to be clear. I'm just saying that if Dokkan wanted to, they could do a 6 LR celebration well. Or if they, because like they didn't do it very well last time, but they've got that feedback and stuff. I feel like it's not impossible for them to be able to do a 6 LR celebration well. You just have to do a lot of different things. Like I said, make a way to get one of the units for free for everybody, make the overall pity lower, give out more stones in the celebration. Like there's a lot of things that they could do that all combined would make the 6LR thing not as bad as it was last time. Like there's a lot of things they could do. It's just a case of would they do that? So for me, I still like the idea of, even if they're going to go through all the arcs of Z, I like the idea of it being like the last GDC, where it's 4 LRs, and then we get a 5th LR as like the EX, like that was when they brought out Gohan plus Goten and Trunks. Because remember last year, technically the GDC was 5 LRs, because Gohan, Goten and Trunks came out at the end. And generally overall, most people liked the GDC last year, and it was 5 LRs. So that's the thing, people get hung up on like, oh, 4 LRs is the best, but like last GDC was 5 LRs. And Gohan, Goten and Trunks are really good. I mean, they are still like kind of usable now even, to be fair. Like on the right team, like their overall team needs more buffs, but like you can use Gohan on the Majin Vegeta team, and he's still pretty good. I kind of feel like that's the opposite, though, surely. As long as it's a character that you want, the animations are the most important. Like, my favourite character... Like, imagine if they brought out a new Mars Saiyan, but his animations were mid. I'd be so disappointed. Oh, look. Another crit. Why is everything crit? Hello? Game? Do you remember that additional exists? Like...
Alright, let's do this.
But yeah, we could do some challenge runs before the thing comes out. The private server, I think the Goku active skill is working on the private server now as well. But yeah, I don't know. I think technically, obviously, like the way Dokkan advertised the banner and stuff, I'm pretty sure like it's still like Gohan, Goten, and Trunks are considered to be like the 5th LR of the GDC. Let me go back to when the banners were and have a look what it's like the thing. I mean, the banners, the other GDC banners were still out when Gohan, Goten, and Trunks came out. So... And then Gohan, Goten, and Trunks' banner went away just before Golden Frieza came out. So... Yeah, I will always consider them to be the 5th LR of the GDC. Right, we can have a look. Where's the... Let's find the campaign thing. It's easier to look it up on here and find the...
Let's do this.
Well, that still isn't far enough back. Trying to find like the news update of when Gohan, Goten, and Trunks came out. Oh yeah, it was literally advertised in-game as the Global Dokkan Campaign EX part. So, yeah, so it just factually was part of the GDC. Like, the literal in-game thing is Global Dokkan EX thing. So yeah, unfortunately that does make it very cut and dry. There is no, like, I don't consider them to be part of the GDC or whatever. Like, they were, because that's how it was advertised in the game. What Dragonstone ores do I have now? 958. That's 136 stones. That still doesn't put me up to a crazy amount for the GDC, but I get paid, like, fortunately the GDC starts at the end of the month. So literally, I'll get paid like a couple of days before the GDC starts. Yeah, I want to see, standalone blue fusions for the 12th anniversary. Standalone Vegito blue, standalone blue Gogeta. I guess the other LRs could be full power Broly, because we need a standalone full power Broly. And then I guess the other one could be... I don't know, because we've already got reversible exchange Rose and Zamasu, but they're not a proper... I guess we just would have a full... It would just have to be a standalone Fusion Zamasu, but then that kind of cucks the tech one, because they won't give them a different name, unless they finally do give them a different name. But... Farm with a shotgun. Daima LR Goku. Daima LR Goku has definitely aged way better than Vegeta. Yeah, the Tapion and Marseille are in that sort of weird grey area where they have a Dokkan event, so I feel like they are probably the first go-to, like, non-technically Dokkan Fest exclusive characters that could actually get a Super Easy A. because they do at least have their own Dokkan event and stuff. I feel like if any character who isn't a Dokkan Fest exclusive is going to get an easy A, it's going to be one of those two, right? First. Because they already are kind of in that weird grey area, like we say. Where they kind of... Because they have their own Dokkan event and stuff. It's kind of close enough. They're close enough to being a Dokkan Fest without actually being one. Right. It's the funky Daima Super Saiyan 3 Goku one. Shout out to ED for the $5 super chat. Check Discord. The show off channel. That's your challenge run. Alright, let's have a look. Goma Demonic Power Team with Android 21 versus 11th Anniversary Special Battle Part 1. Is that Daima Goku? Special Battle Part 1, Stage 2. I think they'll ever do a what if for GDC or Anniversary. I don't think they will any further than like Dokkan original animation kind of thing, right? Because obviously like AGL Gogeta from last year's GDC is technically like a what if, because it's what if Gogeta did the Dragon Fist. So like it kind of is a what if, but it's not like a... It's not a what if character, it's just a what if like scenario. So as they have done that, maybe they would do a what if character, I don't know. But yeah, Dokkan Fest non-exclusive, exactly. I do need to make an updated Goma team thing, because Hirudegarn's on there. But this is interesting, Goma with like a whole team of super class demonic power characters. So we got, who's on there? So we got Tech Beast, AGL Gohan, Physical Gohan, the Daima Piccolo, interesting, and then Android 21. Namek Saga Frieza that transforms into LR Final Form Frieza. Yeah, I feel like we should get a Dokkan Fest Final Form Frieza. I said this in the video yesterday, like he could even just stay as Final Form and just have like full power in like an active skill attack. Because we've already got multiple full power Friezas and an LR full power Frieza. So I think it'd be perfectly fine to have one that's just like normal Frieza. Yeah, he's on auto. No! 9 days away from getting the 1000-day Goku Super Easy A. Nice! You completely busted Jiren. I do hate Jiren. I find Jiren incredibly lame and boring as a character, so I automatically don't care about any characters that he gets in Dokkan, even if they are good. It's just not like, he's just not hype for me as a release or anything, like, at all. If we get a new one and he is good, then good, but yeah, it's not something that I particularly would be hyped for. Right, now we do the rotation how we meant to do the rotation, like this. Android 21's in slot 7 as well, typical. Yeah, we were talking about this with Minato and Vil on the podcast on Saturday. Like, the 21 Easy A is in such a weird spot, because if she Easy A's in this spot for part of the Peppy Gals celebration, like, even though she leads Peppy Gals, the rest of her leader skill, like, none of the other Peppy Gals are really on it. So she'd only be a 170 leader for most of the Peppy Gals characters, and obviously now that we are very firmly in the 220 like meta, it's 170 team just doesn't really cut it for like the harder events. Like, unfortunately, it's one of those things that if she easy A's now, she's just not on any good teams or anything. Because if you look on the Dokkan database thing, and you go to find Android 21, look at her leaders, she has no 220 leads. She's on Metal Cooler's 170 technically, but she's not on any 220 leads at all. There isn't a single 220 team in the game that she gets the full buff from, which is kind of crazy. So that's the thing. I don't want a character to easy A in a celebration where they then end up like just being kind of mid. Like, even if her easy A would have to be so good for her to be worth running on like a 170 leader skill. And unfortunately, I don't see her getting like an absolutely insane easy A. I'm sure her easy A will be good, hopefully, like runnable, decent, usable, but is her easy A going to be like super crazy? Probably not. Yeah, she'd be this year's Roshi leader skill where he was just a wasted unit for nothing, basically. Yeah. Yeah, Cell Max should have been, and that would have been great. If Cell Max was movie bosses and androids, and then his active skill thing was movie bosses and androids, like that, he would have been so much better. Just putting out, no, it's okay, Fresh Smoker. I've seen a lot of people say it because she's on the banner. So it does make sense for like people to say, like, oh, is 21 going to easy A? Because she's on the banner. She was very good on release. Dude, she was underrated as hell on release because she came out in the meta where the hardest fight in the game was still Fusion Zamasu, and she wasn't good against AoEs. So basically any unit that came out that wasn't good against AoEs, then people immediately were just like, oh, well, this unit's terrible. It's like, no. The unit's not terrible, they're just not good against AoEs, and the hardest fight in the game is an AoE fight. Now, on that same vein, you can say it's stupid of Dokkan to release characters that are bad against AoEs when the hardest fight in the game is an AoE boss. That's a different, like, thing. But, yeah, 21 was definitely not bad on release at all. And if you got the good, like, lucky rotations, like, I know items Fusion Zamasu with Android 21's team. It was just really hard. You had to get, like, the perfect starting setup, basically. So it absolutely was not easy at all, but I managed to do it at least once. Like, standalone LR Lord Slug or Garlic Jr. would be cool. Yeah, I think we should get a transforming Garlic Jr. Then they can easy A the int one, like the support one, because he's a really good support unit for extreme characters. But yeah, her dodge chance is locked behind her having to attack first, which means she sucks against AoE bosses. But yeah, like they could easily, when she gets her easy A, she could have some dodge. Because yeah, she has no dodge in her base kit, and then when attacking, she gets a high chance to dodge. So yeah, I mean, she doesn't exactly link super well with anyone here either, but we'll be able to pick 5 anniversary fusions with redstones in GDC or 12th anniversary. I don't know, actually. The 5th anniversary fusions, probably not. I don't know. Maybe they'll give them like temporary buffs for that celebration or something, and then they'll be available with the thing. But yeah, I'm not really sure. That kind of just depends on what they decide to do, I guess. Give her a high chance to dodge in base, then after attacking or evading, she gets another 20% for 3 turns. Yeah, make it like 4 turns, so even if you float her, she still gets it. you think if the Super Saiyan 3 Goku auto crit for everyone was for the next turn, you could go in top 2 or 3, be top 5? Potentially, because yeah, that kind of support is ridiculous. Just giving everyone guaranteed crit. And yeah, if it carried over to the next rotation, that would make him insanely good, yeah. I mean, he is good anyway, but... I feel like people maybe are underrating at mini Super Saiyan 3 Dharma Goku a little bit, but yeah, Tala, how's it going? I'm also pretty hesitant on her easy Aing in this time slot. Yeah, like I say, I'd rather a character get an easy A in a celebration where they then are on the 220 leader of that celebration, so that they just have a team like that, you know, they're supposed to go on like straight away. Because like I say, even with her leader skill, like her leader skill is too low for her to be like a good Peppy Gal's lead if she releases like when the Peppy Gal's easy A's are coming out. Yeah, no Metal Cooler on the summon point tickets, even though Turles is on there, and he was the part 2 LR for Metal Cooler. So, surely he should be on there. He came out after Metal Cooler, but he's on the Carnival Points one. It's kind of crazy. Whose thing is this? Is it Metal Cooler? Oh no, it's Deborah's intro. I don't like this one. This is his intro, and I guess it's because the intros are supposed to be short, but that's so like dour and like dun, dun, and then this is his active skill. Like same unit, by the way. Because there's way more Dokkan Fest. That is true though as well, yeah. There were more Dokkan Fest characters, yeah. That is also true, I forget that. Yeah, his intro is supposed to sound like impending doom as he's the king of hell. Yeah, true. I mean, he is the demon king. And then this is his active skill. Which is very piratey. I love it. Right, we'll leave those physical orbs there for the Ultimate Gohan. Back from the dentist. Ooh. That would be crazy if it's LR Bulma that Easy A's. Because in theory, they could Easy A her separately from the Piccolo and 23rd World Tournament Goku. They don't have to Easy A them all at the same time. So, like, in theory, that could happen. I don't know how likely that is, but... But yeah, Android 21, 200% teams. She's on a few, obviously including this one. It's like the STR Carnival Goku, Goma, Glorio, Roshi, obviously her own, Physical Super Saiyan 3 Rose, Mini Diamond Super Saiyan 3 Goku's only on the 170, and then yeah, there's a bunch of only 170 ones, which... I want the theme to be. Well, I'm kind of on board with the whole like arcs of Z, so I don't know what they would call that in terms of giving it like a theme name. But...
Do you want to taste the power of the
Ultimate Android? Hey, shout out to JXC Dreamer for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate you. Make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream and subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. Appreciate you guys. Standalone Fusion 13 Carnival LR. Yeah. Yeah, new 13 would be good. So if we do this, then Beast should be able to go there. 10 minutes for Battlefield. It'd be hilarious if Peppy Gals have alternate arts. God. I mean, to be fair, that is the kind of banner where I think people wouldn't care as much, because they're not really characters that people care too much about summoning for anyway. So them having alternate arts is probably not the most, like, egregious thing. Piccolo just doing 0 damage to Goku. Hey, there we go. Remember, the new Mini 3Ku has All in the Family in its SSR, but when you TUR him, he loses it for Kamehameha. That's annoying. Yeah, because that's such a good, like, defensive link. Crazy how in October, Angel Frieza will surpass LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku for not having an ECA yet. Well. About Super Saiyan 4 Goku on Festival with an all extreme types movie bosses team. Nice. I love Festival. See, and people say that Goma isn't a unit that relies on dodge, so he's better than Blue Goku. And there he was, not dodging the super from Goku and dying. The new Battlefield is going to be out in a few minutes, so I think this team is really fun. Yeah, my Goma is 79%, but that's the thing. As soon as he doesn't dodge 3 hits, then he can absolutely get destroyed.
I'll stop you right here.
Not the best key on this first turn, unfortunately. But yeah, that's the thing. He's got to like, he still does. This is one of the things I always say about Goma when people say he doesn't rely on dodge, because he can tank those 3 hits. But technically, he does rely on dodge early in the fight, because you want him to dodge those weak attacks early. Because then once you get later in the fight, if he isn't going to dodge, then obviously you want him to still have that big damage reduction. That's the thing, he can be invincible for the entire event as long as he actually dodges like early on. I'm so upset you don't have Tech Metal Cooler. Be fun to watch you use the movie boss team at full power. I did do that video, was it day before yesterday, for like the ultimate movie boss team, because I was using the private server. So obviously I did have Tech Metal Cooler on the team then, but yes, I do wish I had my own Tech Metal Cooler. Gotta do with the crits. was lucky enough to pull a copy of Man's 55%. Yeah, Goma is still very, very good, but yeah, if he fails those dodges early on, then you end up in a bad spot for the later part. I've been itching to play the new Resident Evil Requiem DLC. Can't wait for it to drop. Yeah. Yeah, a good proper story DLC, because that like Leon must die forever thing was kind of funny, but I got bored of it very quickly. Blow off Daima Goku so he can be with the Super Saiyan 4s. This thing 12? Yeah. Yeah, a lot of Bulma with 3-turn support would actually be crazy. I didn't get a rainbow orb for Gohan though, so I'm a bit... He's got type advantage. Oh, okay, and he didn't even actually get attacked, so that's fine. Goku getting the EX, even only after only getting 12 key. Yeah, these new Daima Blue Zone fights are kind of just whatever. Like, they're not bad, but they're not really anything special or crazy. Do this. I just realised I floated off the Daima Goku to get him together with the Super Saiyan 4, so I can't really float them off, that would be silly. Plus, look at all these orbs. I can do this.
I won't lose.
Now, this team is just very, very fun. Having the Super Saiyan 4s, Daima Goku, Martian Vegeta and Goku, all on the same team. Dragon Fist Goku. We won't really get to do anything because we probably won't get to turn 7, so we probably won't see him again. I missed the special battlefield already. So I've just gone back to the normal one. The one that was before the special one. So I changed all of my teams for nothing, basically. Need to hurry up and bring out that update where we can just use our entire box for Battlefield. Yeah, they've changed a bunch of my teams to like not even being they're not even type teams now. They're just all random categories. Stupid battlefield update. I mean, we just win this turn as long as Goku doesn't fumble the slot 1 dodges. Okay. The update is in August, aka this month. Considering this one is only 13 days, it should be the next one. That's good. Hey GP, how's it going? All I know is we need a Kid Buu LR. I mean, it could happen with this GDC, who knows? Yeah, I think this team's really fun. Like, it's a really fun build for the Martian Vegeta and Goku team. So if you can make it, check it out, give it a try in some of the difficult events. I think it's pretty fun. So it's just the usual Clash things. Which OST is this? This is Turles' intro. Hello, Turles. Bomb will dominate the game along with the real STR Beast Gohan after the EZAs. Nah, Beast Gohan's EZA isn't going to be very good. Well, I say that. It'll be good, but he won't be like the best unit in the game again or anything. Yeah, unsurprisingly, the first fight is always easy. Did you play Bugman active skill OST? Oh, what, Hirudegarn? When did Hirudegarn come out? this is just the 2026 playlist, so it's 2023, right? I just got him, Rudigan, wrong. He is him now with his EZA. Yeah, he was 2024 for Global, because we weren't synced yet, so added in Goma and... Wait, what? Daima, Goma, and UI. Yeah, it's so annoying. I built my box for that last thing and now it's changed. I remember my final trump card team was kind of mid because we were using it against the Omega team and he was locking, which was really annoying. I don't remember. I can't remember who I was using on this team. All my homies love Rudigan. Talking about the March of Vegeta team. Yeah, but then also, I mean, it's kind of... I use that team, but I also changed the leader and a couple of the other units, so it's not really that team. Then it's a completely different team. But the Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku team is very good. And that build is good. With Goma. Yeah, Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku's team is still crazy good. I've got so many like random terrible teams in this setup. Use our Super Saiyan's team that is mostly Goku's. Yeah, the Battlefield update is what we're doing right now. At least this one's easier than the other one. I also expect a World Tournament weekend before the countdown. Yeah, probably. It has been quite some time now. And as it is everyone's favourite game mode, it's been a while since we've had one. Who's the GT bosses team against Whis? That's annoying. None of these characters are a slot 1 unit. We are passively lowering attack with the text in, though. Have the energy to scroll, but we should be expecting some teasers soonish. Yeah, I stream on Twitch. I dual stream, like, so if I'm live on either my main channel or my second channel, I am also live on Twitch. Shout out to everyone on the Twitch side. But yeah, someone mentioned it was, Minato was talking about it in the last thing. The first teaser was like, was it like the 14th or the 18th or something? Oh, that update. I thought you like the battlefield itself has been updated so that we fight different enemies this time. But the update where you can just use your entire box, that hasn't happened yet. Hey, Metallico Jesus, how's it going? Yeah, shout out to everyone on the YouTube side as well, of course. I appreciate all you guys coming out. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. But yeah, this battlefield is only scheduled for 13 days, so as Dre said earlier, this one's only 13 days, so we'll probably get the update for it, we're like ready for the next one. GT bosses actually being useful. Let's go. You see that every day. Dun, 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 dun. Just use the heroes one for this one. This mode doesn't even give that many stones. It's not a great, like, stone getting event. I mean, it gives like 20 odd or something, right? When you do a full clear. Well, this Super Saiyan 3 Gohank's seals, so don't have to worry about getting supered now. On this turn or next turn. Battlefield is super easy. You should always do Battlefield. It's a very, very easy way to get extra stones. Because even if it is only like 20 stones each time, if you skipped 8 of them, that's 160 stones that you could have got. Hey, Delta Ryan, how's it going? Lightning Goat. Yeah, this is the new Ultimate Clash. It's just basically gone back to being the old one, but with the different typings for the enemies, so it's very, very easy. I'm currently running through it now. Alright, just transformed to Hooligan. Defense on base is 23 million. Jeez. Yeah, you could just for the basic Battlefield, like the easiest thing to do is just do the mono teams for sure. Some dinner, nice. When people say mono team, they mean mono color. So like every unit is STR or every unit is AGL. Because all the battlefield fights are only one phase. So if the first fight is against an imp boss, you just make a full physical team. Yeah, I didn't think I would care as much about the super attack skip when it first came out, but I do actually quite like using it now. Especially for me, like when recording videos and stuff, it just makes the whole thing so much faster. Like, can shave a good couple of minutes off of an event, or like off of a video, because you don't have to watch the same super attack animation over and over and over again. Yeah, it's just make however many fights there are, make that many mono teams, and then make like 2 spare teams just in case. Like I have a heroes team and a crossover team, like with the Vegeta, and then if something was to go wrong at some point, you still have a couple of like backup teams just in case. Now they added so many fights in the last one. We're at the final boss fight now, and we've got so many like units left. And look at all this. Crossover only really works if you get the right starting rotation though, because if you don't have a Vegeta, you can get destroyed like straight away, which is annoying. But yeah, so now we just have to rely on Trunks to dodge, because he can. But typically we got a terrible starting rotation with none of our slot 1 units. So we probably just die straight away. Esco Trunks, never doubted you. Nice, let's go. The Xeno Trunks might go. Just dodged everything. Love to see it. Hey, shout out to Bringer for the $1 super chat. I appreciate you. W's for Bringer in the chat. $7 for each typing super and extreme, and then just bring extras, yeah. And the whale bringer is here. But yeah, the AGL Xeno Trunks is probably like a super underrated contender for being one of the, I don't want to say the best, but being like one of the better EZAs for this year. Like, he's really, really good. The int one is really good as well, the banner unit one. We do love to see it. But there you go. That's pretty straightforward. That puts me on to 218. Which isn't a crazy amount, but we've still got all those Dragonstone ores that I have purposely been saving for the GDC. So... Yeah, you get this wallpaper from beating both the stages of the climax battle, which I think has gone now, right? Now that that celebration is over. Yeah, it has gone. I predict a World Tournament on the weekend of the 14th, since that will be the week before the countdown. Yeah, so it'll be Friday the 14th and up to Sunday the 16th. I could see that. But yeah, the stage is gone, so if you didn't do it while it was here, it's gone now. I'm worried the GDC power creep is going to be rough, too many meta units. Potentially. There are a lot of very good teams in the game currently, but... Beans, beans, beans. Sorry, I should go back to the repping my Team Vegeta W. I saw a tweet saying Metal Cooler Army was bad and that Goku is better. I mean, some people do just be saying anything, I guess.
All right, let's do this.
Nice. Actually getting 24 key with Daima Goku on the first turn. What is this? Vegeta getting his EX Super as well. We've entered an alternate timeline where my EX Super RNG is actually good. Well, now when I'll save my summon points and Tic Tac Broly is out of the rotation, I pulled him twice in a row. Oof. Yeah, some people have been saving their points for ages, because I've seen multiple people say that they've done like 2 or 3 summon point ticket summons, and it's like, how? I like get enough points to get a ticket, get one, and then use it, and then it takes me ages to get another one. The full Majin Vegeta rotation. Every unit is a Majin Vegeta. Give me UI dupe Skeppy. Yeah, I can't believe I was disappointed to pull UI Goku off of the Carnival Summon ticket, because I already had him at 79%, so getting him to 90%, like, just doesn't really, like, it doesn't really matter. The difference between 90% and 79% is so small that I just don't really care. Yeah, exactly. Saving your summon points and getting Wrathful Broly would be like a huge, huge disappointment. I mean, I took that risk because I did summon on the Carnival banner. But yeah, I got UI Goku. I would have much rather gotten a Tech Turles dupe or something. That's kind of what I wanted to get, but... Oh, we're on low health, so we can actually do the Dragon Fist thing straight away. Let's go. Wow, that is 4 Rainbow Orbs as well. That's crazy. Not anymore, it isn't, though. That'll have to do. What happens if you take LR AGL Cell Max into the Cell Max stage, land an AoE crit, and then activate his domain? Land an AoE crit. The Cell Max doesn't. The AGL Cell Max doesn't have an AoE, does it? Well, that's awkward. I think this is actually quite a bad rotation for that Ink Martian Vegeta, because the orbs are not good. You get the EX Super though, so there is that. GDC was the same celebration we got the Goku Black that turns into Zamasu. Yeah, that was last year's GDC, the STR Rose and Zamasu. It was quicker than my DoorDash delivery. Yeah, it was very, very easy compared to the special anniversary one. I don't know how well Gohan will do defensively here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Zamasu fused into Zamasu. STR Rose, they were a reversible exchange, so you switched between Rose and Zamasu. Yeah, we haven't had a transforming Zamasu for I don't even know how long. GDC will be a banger, more so the amount of pacing and content. I assume the units will be fine looking at the year so far. Yeah, because they keep saying like that this GDC is going to be big and like special, so I'm expecting it to be very, very good. Technically, it was a triple Zamasu card. Well, yeah, because Rose is just Zamasu as well, technically, right? Like Goku Black is Zamasu, so. Yeah, since AGL Zamasu was the last transforming Zamasu card. That's crazy. Yeah, I still feel like there's quite a lot of fights in the meta at the moment, but I still feel like none of them are the go-to, like, this is the really cool, like, fun one that I want to take new teams into. Apart from this one.
Alright, let's do this.
I just want to try out this team in a bunch of different events, because I really like this team at the moment. So the Super Saiyan 4s are on the other rotation. Yeah, reverse exchange is when the card is like 2 characters and you can switch between them. I like this Majin Vegeta and Goku. There's a stage, the take down the Gendarmerie stage 2 thing is tomorrow. Today was just the battlefield reset. I have a feeling that Gohan is not going to be very good here, though. I mean, it's his first turn, so he is stronger defensively, but... Yeah, no news yet for this week. It's just the battlefield reset today, the Gendarmerie stage tomorrow. I would imagine that there probably will be a thing for like upcoming content tomorrow. One stone. Thanks for playing Dokkan Battle. Hey, let's go. But yeah, I don't know if the Cell Max team is good for this stage. Because yeah, crit AoE is a pretty horrible combo. Plus, yeah, I don't have Tech Metal Cooler. But...
Let's do this.
I guess we can see. Are you going for GDC? Are you going for the Goku Frieza vibe? I do like that. There's also all the Arcs of Z theory as well. Obviously, for me, I would want it to be like something crossover or something, but they're never going to do that for they're never going to do that for like a GDC or like anniversary level celebration, unfortunately. I mean, to be fair, Cell Max against the Cell Max event like is good because of the domain. I'd say for the most part, like a 170 team isn't really strong enough for a lot of the tougher new events, but also not impossible. That's the thing, it's kind of like a two-way thing, because like his active skill, the domain increases buffs the Cell Max because he is a movie boss character, but it then cancels out the massive buff that he gets from his domain, or his territory, I should say. So I guess we'll see. Yeah, I don't want to use the active skill straight away for Frieza. Okay. That was a lot of damage.
Let's do this.
So maybe the domain buff is like too much for giving it to the enemy, because that was a lot of damage. Man, I want the coolers together, but I also want Harudagon to be on rotation. I guess I can't have both of those things. Hey Vegito, how's it going? Yeah, physical metal cooler is pretty good, like defensively, especially after reviving, but you get so much more of a buff from having the tech metal cooler around. His supers off. Have you actually easy aid him? Is there an update coming? We can use all our characters. Yes, there is an update coming. This battlefield, we were talking about it earlier in the stream. This battlefield is only scheduled to last for 13 days, but it's very likely that the update comes after that, ready for like the GDC, because there'll probably be like a GDC special battlefield, and then that'll have the update. Yeah, so I wonder if the strategy is don't use this Cell Max domain, wait until the next rotation of this, and then use Turles' domain. Because Turles' domain doesn't buff Cell Max. Yeah, we haven't really had good Universe 6 characters in game for a while now, to be fair. I personally don't really care about the Universe 6 characters, but... just want Cooler to do more attacks. This Cooler is the GOAT. My physical Cooler Rainbow, yes. Aggressive exchange Carbo and Vegeta, that would be kind of cool, yeah. STR Cooler's so good, man. Which LR Battlefield character will get an easy A next? I think it should be Hachiak, right? I'm pretty sure he's like the next in line one. I did not expect us to be in the first phase for 4 turns. That's kind of crazy. Physical Cooler's SA 22 out of 22, so you haven't easy A'd him then. You haven't finished the easy A, like... Did you get to like stage 30 but you didn't actually do stage 30? Oh sorry, stage 10, yeah, because it's an LR easy A. So yeah, you got to stage 10 but you didn't actually do stage 10. So yeah, we're not going to use Cellmax's domain, because then we can use Turles' domain next time. Yeah, I realised that, yeah, stage 10. Yeah, you did get to 10, you have to beat 10. So when you go to look at the easy A, it should say 11 on the stage thing, because that means you've beat stage 10. So when you go to the easy A event, if it says stage 10, it means you haven't done stage 10. Oh yeah, that's also true. You didn't have enough Zenny to do the full thing. Yeah, that is true. That is also a possibility.
Even then, I'll only be resurrected with more strength than before. But still, you'll never defeat me.
I always liked that Cooler. I thought he was underrated, to be honest. Right. So Turles domain. Rudigan with the dodges, so Rudigan has guaranteed dodge on the next turn. Not people yeah, it's probably the case that not a lot of people are playing it at the moment, because there's always a quiet period, especially before a big celebration, and the game just is kind of quiet at the moment anyway. Like, not a lot of people necessarily care hugely about mini Daimogoku, like, even though obviously he is good, but... Hey, it's the System of a Down Nappa OST. Bruh. It still took 1 million damage. I keep saying this like over and over again, but I desperately want boots for my Tech Golden Frieza and Gogeta.
Alright, let's do this.
Take it easier, Joel. Make sure you get that thing finished. Big shout out to Christopher. I think people have Daima fatigue. Probably. A little bit, yeah. Well, not fatigue, because it's not like we have gotten a lot of Daima stuff. It's more so the fact that, like, people, they took too long. It's like the opposite of Daima fatigue. But they took too long to bring out the Daima stuff, and so a lot of people just stopped caring, right, is the main problem. I do want this cooler and metal cooler to be on the same turn, to be fair. Maximum legit at 69%. Yeah, I really wish I had a dupe room, because they're like at 55%, he just lets me down so regularly. It's really annoying. I didn't realise it was already gone past 10 because I was waiting for an important phone call, and typically if I'd realised the time and ended the stream on time, they would have called me like right afterwards. But so yeah, we'll finish off this attempt and then end the stream. But yeah, I will be live again tonight on the Ningen Plays channel for more Long Dark survival action. Make sure you guys come check it out. If you've never seen if you've never checked out my second channel, do come check it out. It's where I do all of my non-Dokkan gaming. So any things that come out that I want to play that aren't Dokkan, like play through the new Resident Evil, even older games that I feel like playing. Haven't done it for a little while because there hasn't been any out that I wanted to play, but sometimes we do like Friday night, play a bunch of like spooky horror games. Basically anything that isn't Dokkan that I want to play and feel like streaming is over on the second channel. It's called Ningen Plays. So there's the link in the chat. I'll pin it even though I'm going to end in a sec anyway, but the link is there in the chat if you want to go check it out. That would be very much appreciated. Because yeah, we do have a laugh over there. Obviously we still talk about Dokkan and Dragon Ball and all that kind of thing, so don't think you know, if you come to one of those streams you can't talk about or ask questions about Dokkan and stuff. But yeah, I'll be streaming tonight on over there on the Long Dark. It's like a sandbox survival game set in a wintry wasteland. But yeah, that'll be at 8 PM UK time, so basically like 10 hours from now I'll be live over there. So do come and check that out. Unfortunately, no. Oh yeah, the reason why I forgot. The reason why it's good to float with a Rudigan off on the first turn is because you can't transform on turn 5 unless you're on low health. But yeah, Daima was good. It just wasn't like anything crazy. Yeah, I mean, everyone obviously is entitled to their own opinion. I don't think Daima sucks. I don't think it was great. It was enjoyable enough for what it was while it was on, is all I'll say, I guess. Like, I kind of enjoyed watching the episodes. There weren't any, like, super crazy. Obviously, the Goku versus Tamagami fight was really, really cool. That was when it, like, kicked up a notch. But, yeah, it wasn't, like, super crazy or anything. But it was good. I didn't dislike it. They could have done some things better, I'm sure, but it wasn't terrible. It just wasn't. I know a lot of people. I don't know if people just expected it to be something different to what it was. I don't know, but I thought it was decent enough. This is a really bad setup as well, having Metal STR Cooler on his second turn be a turn where he doesn't get to do any attacks. Brings going with the eye will be a Peppy Gals. Arinsu is probably going to be one of the Peppy Gals characters, I would imagine. Yeah, see, because Rudigan is probably just going to get clapped here now. Oh, excuse me. I mean, I guess technically I could do this. Grab those. Grab those. Do this. But yeah, I've got some good, like, I've got some really good extreme tech, like God skill orbs from the Whis event. So I really want to get dupes for Golden Frieza and Gogeta, because I can make my Golden Frieza and Gogeta so good once I actually get dupes for them. But it's still 55% for me. Yeah, games made, I think, GT way more popular than it actually was, because... Like, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, obviously, like, not really being in it, like, that much. But then, he's obviously, like, in all the games, and is kind of like a god. He's always just super cool, and, like, super fun to play as. Yeah, 70% of GT was horrible, and then they added Super Saiyan 4 and said, yeah, like, Super Saiyan 4 is basically the only good thing about GT, apart from Super 17, and then... The concept of... I've said this before, the concept of the Shadow Dragons I really like, but I think the execution was bad, because most of them are just lame. I think the idea of the Dragon Balls, like, having had collected all this negative energy and then it transforming into actual, like, evil dragons, I think that idea is really cool, but most of the Shadow Dragons are super lame, so they kind of fumbled it when it came to the actual execution of, like, how good they were. Typical, when I said, like, oh, we'll finish this run and then we'll end the stream, I just assumed we were going to instantly get destroyed again, and then we didn't. Super Baby 2 used to scare me as a kid. What? So yeah, Cooler didn't get to carry any defense over, so I'm letting Cooler attack first here, but I do have a horrible feeling that he might get destroyed. But we'll revive because we have Metal Cooler's revive available, so there is that. You guys are one of the ugliest villain designs I've ever seen. His transform thing is kind of cool, but yeah, he's not the he's not got the best design. Let's put it that way. Yeah, now Hirudegarn can transform. We've still got Turles' domain active. We'll do that. I mean, that's the thing, like I said, Fresh Smoker, it's everybody's opinion. Like, I think Daima was pretty good. Not crazy, but it was pretty good. That's the thing, it's just because someone likes something that you don't like doesn't mean it's like cope or something like that, right? It just means that they like something that you didn't like. And that's perfectly fine. Yeah, Raldo, how's it going? I think I did say hello. It was right when I got my phone call, so I'm sorry if I didn't. Best design goes to Grand Priest Goku. Get out! Time out this man. Grand Priest Goku looks so dorky, I hate it. Especially considering that the actual Xeno Goku design is so cool. What's funny is after all of that, we might actually win this.
Time to get serious.
Yeah, exactly. The Shadow Dragons, that's what I mean about the concept being good, but not the execution. Because, like, the Shadow Dragons were... I didn't realise it was the Dokkan attack. The Shadow Dragons was a cool idea, but most of them were just, yeah, like, villain of the week character. Like, Goku just defeats each one, like, every time. One of the things I said on, like, stream the other day, I think, when we were talking about it, is they should have had them... Like, they could have had everyone split off into, like, groups and actually have, like, you know... Goten and Trunks, or like Goten, Trunks and Pan, like fight one of them, and maybe Goten and Trunks fuse into like Team GT Gotenks, like to actually beat them and stuff. So like the other characters get to do something, like, or if it was like Goten and Trunks fight one of them, and then like Gohan and Pan fight one of them, and then actually have Pan like go Super Saiyan so she can actually do something, like. And a bunch of different options for things that they could have done that would have been pretty cool. But they didn't do any of those things, so... The Shadow Dragon arc, I think, is just very disappointing. It's a cool idea, but... Yeah, just not well executed, in my opinion. Zero. Come on. Okay, I think Metal Cooler might be cooked here. Yeah, he was. God damn it. Alright, well, there you go. We got really close then. I thought we were actually going to do it, but there you go. So that's going to be it for the stream. I appreciate you guys coming out. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Give a follow if you're on the Twitch side. I appreciate you guys all being here. Do check out the second channel. Like I say, the link is pinned in the chat. We're playing some Long Dark at 8 PM UK time later today, so hopefully I'll see you guys there. But yeah, that's going to be it from me. We'll be live again tomorrow morning for the new content that's out. So hopefully I'll see you guys then as well, same time as today's stream. So that's it from me. Like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. See you next time. Have a good one.